My name is Darren Hancock, and here we are on the 10th of 2025. Welcome, good morning. Hope you've all had a great night, safe night, happy night. So, see this consolidation here? We've returned all the way back to the consolidation perfectly, right here, right off the top. Change in direction, trade right back inside it. Body's respecting that. Also, Michael's trade. He likes this BISI. Trade right back into the BISI. Go higher. Box to box. Beautiful box to box trade. Looking for range extension. If we trade above it, we did. Enter into it. Trade above the range. Done. Look for the next premium array. Hit the next premium array right there. And now if I reverse off there, get past here, trade back to it, starting to drop, look for a drop below here, and then we're looking for another run back down into this area. No, right here. And we'll see if we can get through that and start hitting for here. I don't think they're going to leave all this untouched. I'm still looking for, remember yesterday's lies up here they were looking for when we first started the day? Right up there. That's where I'm looking. I want to see those get hit because we've only got half of this one is hit. So there's a small portion there still left open. So I like to see all that get cleared out. You got all this liquidity above us, all in here. Just a pool of it. So this is Thursday, so you're kind of expecting a reversal on Thursdays. So I'd like to see that run up here first. But we'll keep an eye on it, see where she's sitting. Now look for a retest of this low and then come lower. So all the way up into this breaker. This would be fine. It's a swing, so I could see that coming up into here. Or right there. Yes. See how it's hit it? And just having a bit of sensitivity off it. Also is the on old low. Oh man, I'm tired this morning. I'm just looking for a reversal to come up there and make this jagged, clean up all this up here. So I'm just looking for a reversal opportunity. And we might have to wait till 9:30. Come back down to this little box down here. See if we get retest here. There's a small one right here. It's a suspension block. So see if the suspension block holds. Let's have a look, see who's in here this morning. Russell, Hadi, Anomalous. Oh, wow, I haven't seen Anomalous around for a while. Welcome, welcome. Where have you been, anomalous? Haven't seen you for a while. Or maybe you've been sitting in the background there very quietly, saying nothing. Look at this old high here. Looking at these equal highs first. Whew. The top of our box is 75%. Here's the equal highs. Just poking in and out. Still watching though. Okay. Well, that's good. You're welcome as usual. Anytime. So see how we've traded below this, back into this. We've definitely reached into the discount portion of this range. We filled this BISI in. This has already been worked, but it's a target. And the new day opening gap is sitting right here, right inside the suspension block. Autumn trade entry reversals out here as well. So go down to our 1 minute chart. Oh, this is the S&P. No wonder. Okay, let's go back to the NASDAQ and see where we're sitting here. We're off these equal highs. Back into this. To this level here. You know, it's funny, I never thought back in 2016 when I started Michael's first course back in August. It was August 31st or something like that. He was starting. And he put his first little box down there and he said, look for this area. And we were watching it and it's going back up and then went boop, just tapped it and left. I just thought, how did you know it was going to go there? And here we are. Just a mere 7.5, 8 years later. 7 years later. And we're doing the same thing. Isn't it wonderful how things work out? I'm not quite creating all the same miracles that he does, but the box to box has been a beautiful thing. It's my signature flagship kind of trade. But I do enjoy a nice little fair value gap that occurs after taking out a low, trade back into it. Swing point, fair value gap, trade back into it. Usually you want to see the institutional order flow entry drill, not the whole thing fill, but you want to see them hold, trade below, come back into it. Trade below here. So still going to watch this thing keep coming lower. All right. $2.89. Oh, okay. That lines up nicely with this. Nice. Okay. Those look like they're lining up nicely. Let's look at Mr. Jones. That's a nice little tap and go there. I'm kind of waiting for the hourly here in Dow Jones to take out this candle and then start marching higher for these equal highs. Look at crude, hey? Craig will be all over this, wanting to buy a deal down here. You're looking for any opportunity to catch a long there, at least in an internal range liquidity hunt for oil. I don't see anything really bullish until we get above here, but this could be a nice little internal range liquidity hunt inside that range there. This was a really nice extension. Traded back through it, back into it, ran lower. That was really nice. Keep your eyes on oil. I think they're going to give you a nice little reversal today. We love the box to box. Yes, and it's consistent on all time frames in all asset classes. It works. It is lovely. Bitcoin. Box to box, box to box. Beautiful thing. Box to box to box. Then work through the box. Range extension. Return to old box. Run through it. There's a tiny little range extension from here after coming back and tapping that. Or is that the same? What's the high on that candle? 915. High on that candle? 925. So it did go above that high. Trades back. High on this candle is 638. Close of this candle 632. So we actually traded below that level, traded back into this level, and then went lower. We're kind of banging on that. Extended the range already. Wait for this to close above here. Taps it here. Box to box. Drives through the box, look for range extension, comes back to the box, extends the range. And this is a 15-minute chart in Bitcoin. Box to box. You guys gotta love box to box trading. It's a delicious and nutritious way to earn, to grow a healthy bank account. Gotta have the rules around it though. Gotta follow the rules. If you don't follow the rules, you get your ass handed to you. And you have to trust it, obviously. Gotta still wait for this market structure shift in this. Was it Russell I was telling you about this a long time ago? And you were like, oh, it doesn't pay good dividends, but it was paying like 15% dividends here. And it's consistent every single month it pays you. And the principal has changed, has grown since I told you about this. I told you about this months ago. So even if you bought it back here at $8 or $9, you're still up 10% and it pays you 16% or something like that down here. So it's still paying you good dividends and consistently. And these are government-backed mortgages. And no commercial stuff. It's all retail. Anyway, doesn't matter now. Gold, gold, gold. Let's see what we can get in gold. Let's do a little box-to-box rehearsal here. Here's a swing point. Here's a box. We're just doing the same thing in gold now. Box. Trace back, trace back. Where do I find another box? Right here. Box to box. And destroyed. Nice. You could even take this one all the way up to there. They're overlapping. So you take that from box to box, done. Wait for it to trade above it. It does. Now, does it take out the high? It takes out the high now. You'd have to look in here for a 1 minute chart to see if you can retap these right here to go higher. Otherwise, if you stuck on this chart, you wouldn't get anything after you got your box to box. Oh, it trades all the way back into this candle. So if you're looking for our first, if you're in box to box and you see this trade back into here, you say, I don't want to see more than, what do we say? 50% of that BISI, or sorry, not 50% of this order block, bullish order block, never comes back to it and leaves, and you would have been on a nice little run up. Here's a box to box. You trade below it, come into it, box to box, ding, done. Trade below it, come back into it, extend this range a little bit more here. Oh, I love it. You gotta love it, people. That's gold. So looking for market structure shift for this to get back below here. This is kind of choppy here right now. Government-backed mortgages, we're still in that, just breaking out of that weekly area we were talking about. We're looking for this to go lower. As soon as we can get below, close below here, which we did, traded back into it. I'm expecting to see this drop lower. If we take out this mean threshold here, find a little support off this level, and then I want to see a drive down to the rejection block and the next weekly volume and bounce in government-backed bonds. This area, we're just coming into it now. Better pick up your heels, Laurentian. Hey, Grandpa, does the box-to-box happen in a German index by any chance? Well, Billy, of course it does. There's a box-to-box for you right here, son. Box-to-box. Wow, Grandpa, that's amazing. It is, son. It is. Oh, yeah, we got that one right there. Trade through it, to it, range extension. So we'll see if this holds. If this holds and that rolls over and gets back through this thing on a close, this mean threshold on a close, then we're looking for further downside. If we can get above this level on a close, looking for a box, 2 box inside this range here. High hole silver. There you go. Yesterday we hit our next level. That's a 3-banger right there from August. Right into this. Right on the money. Welcome to silver. Okay, so we got a reaction off of here. Right off that. Looking for equal highs. What's our ES doing? I want to see this get through here. Come back into the mean threshold of that, but we're going to see a body close through that, come back to the consequent encroachment, and then I'll be targeting here, and then the old highs. So this might be this one looks a little cleaner than Probably because that's a 5 minute. This is a well, those are my trading notes. We'll get rid of all that. You guys don't want to see all that. There's 50% of that range. This is very similar in a 5 minute chart. Relative equal highs above us. If you look at the range that we're in, we've retraced just under 50% to, I'll say, a target level that we're looking for. Now you've had a reaction off of here, so you want to see something pop up into here. Use this as support to start running for 326, then 338, then 347, and then run for the highs. What was that? Crude is so ugly, so I went long. Right off a weekly. That's a weekly inversion there. So you catch this long here, Craig. You might have caught it right off a weekly level there. I don't see any reversal just yet. But keep posted, man. Oh, right there. Yeah, we've traded above this one here, but you don't want to see it trade back below there now. Watch where this one closes and wait for this candle here to get taken on the upside. Then use this as support. And you're going to go from box to box and then wait for a good market structure shift and start running for the next range. Nope, not giving it to you. Dave Barry. You guys remember old Dave Barry? Good old Dave Barry. Welcome back, buddy. I haven't seen you in a while. How's life? How's things? How's the kids and the marriage? How's all that going? I hope everybody's happy, brother. I hope you're okay. I hope family's good. Dave Barry. We haven't seen old Dave for a while. Good old Dave Barry. How's it going? Life's great. That's what I like to hear, man. That's what I love to hear. So you notice, Craig, we had this little pop here, but no real market structure shift. This bull trap's holding you, and then it's traded back through that little discount. Well, not really a discount. It's the only array inside that small, tiny little range, and you never got up above it. So that's holding, and down she goes. So look for the consequent encroachment or split your weekly inversion into quarters and watch these next targeted areas to reach for. You could be down in the 50. Oh, we're in the 50s already. Craig's like, I don't care. This is like a major deal. You hold on to this sucker for a long time. But wait for something down here. If you're going to layer your buys, at least wait for a reversal here in the 50s. Because you may be picking up a sweet song deal down here. Don't they announce the Nobel Peace Prize today? I hope that guy doesn't get it. I hope they don't fall for that crap. I don't buy that for a second. Peace. Definitely not peace. Apparently they make the decision a long time ago. Swing trade, painful right now. Yeah, there's no swing trade right now. It is painful. I hope you didn't buy in too high. Just wait. Just be patient, man, and just wait for your opportunity. There's nothing on a 5. There's nothing on a 1. Obviously nothing on an hour. Everything's full on blue bus. That's an express bus. It's not stopping at anything. It's just on a major hunt for some downside objectives. So look for 25%, 50, 75% and a full fill of the weekly inversion. And then look for a monthly. Where the hell's the monthly? Oh, way down here. Look for this. 58 bucks, buddy. That's the draw. That would be my target right there. As soon as you eat through here, target this right there. If anything, I'm going to ignore that and just look for that little puppy right there. 58 bucks. And if you get through that, oof, you're looking for these equal lows and tons of little spots along here into the 40s. And now my buddy is saying, it'll never get there. Yes, it will. You never say never. Just start watching here now. So now on the weekly level, you start looking for daily and 4 hour and 1 hour. 1 hour is like the 1 minute chart on a weekly chart. Look for that 1 hour reversal and you'll start to see it early in the 5. But that would be my target, 58 bucks. Let's go back here and put this one in as a so it's a nice visual reference to look for. See, there's nothing super clean in here. When it gets clean, man, I tell you, there's a nice, beautiful tap and go. This is really choppy here right now. So keep your eyeballs, yos, clean on gold. Wait for a nice something clean to set up there. Don't chase it just because it was going well for a while. You can leave that. This looks good here now for Bitcoin. I like that. Yes, this all looks good to go higher. You got a little market structure shift. Watch for a little tap down here. We've extended the range, so watch for a tap. And I want to see this stay open here. So wait for the next 15 minutes. What have we got left in there? 14 minutes to go. If that taps that high right there, it's a go. And then you don't want to see anything more than 50% of that order block there. So stop loss will sit just below the tick, well, 1 tick below the low here. So now we're digging into it right there. So that would be a buy. Buy that. And I'm not telling you to buy that, but that would be a buy. 1 tick below here. So consolidation, cam model 1. We have a nice displacement, cam model 1, cam model 2, and bail on that if it comes through cam model 2. If it takes the mean threshold of that out, it'll get your stop loss. So no more than a cam 2 you want for that. Keep going higher. A cam 1 would be ideal, because if you start to close below here, then we're running deeper into we're potentially coming all the way back to here. So that candle's the line in the sand for me, and start going higher. 58 is ouch. Yes, Someday I will jump in on the Telegram and show you what I have automated for 9:30 trade. Kind of fun, still working out kinks. Y'all have a great trading day. Will do, Dave. Take care, buddy. Good to see you. Might hit that today. Good morning, Shepard. How's my buddy? How's Shepard? Hope you're feeling better, buddy. Hope you've been getting a good day, a pain-free day. Well, that's weekly. Let's get back to a 15-minute chart here on the oil. All right, let's settle down. Where are we going to go, guys? What do you want to pick? What's your poison today? Nice little retrace. Good morning, Ali. Hey, Derek. How's it going, buddy? D's in the house. Russell's put the waffle. Good morning, Hans. Morning, morning. I'm with you, Ollie. I want to see higher. Just want to look for an opportunity to get in there. Sensitive levels here. My little boxes are out. Yes, I see that, Hadi. I thought it might come down to one more little tick into 242. But I do like the way it froze right on that mean threshold. 251. Back up inside the premium box. So now we're looking for either a drive through the premium box and run for those old highs, those equal highs, or that premium box is going to hold and that mean threshold is going to give way. Do you see that? You see the battle right now is between that mean threshold and that BISI above it. Do you see those pretty clear in the 4 hour? It just needs to close above 320. Oh, you see how it did before? Yeah, there's no reason that should. Oh, it hit a rejection block. That's why. rejected off of that. So this, so what you're saying is lower? Is that what you're saying, Hadi? You're saying, it says right here that it's going lower on the 4 hour. Yes, but we've also got support off of, now go back to the breaker on the, let me just show you. Here I am talking it out here. Let me just show you. Let me show you. Oops. Get out of there. Close that down. Let me get rid of my my notes here. These are all so watch here, Hadi. Watch this. You've got this level here. So we ran through it. We hit the rejection block. We were rejected off of that. We traded back through this level, right? But keep in mind this breaker, you've got this breaker sitting right here. If you take 50% of the whole breaker right here, if you take the, so you're hitting 50%, so that's holding back price, the body's still above that. If you take 50% of this last up close candle's body right there, look at that, 50%, right on the money, the bodies are holding. So that is support. So you're battling between this candle and this busy. So that one held price 50% of the whole breaker. So of the 3-day breaker right there, held price. You went higher. You went through this level right to the rejection block, and now you've projected off of it. And now we're coming back into this level. So typically you'd want to say, now I want to see it come lower. But you see how this mean threshold here has not been broken yet? You've got to see this get broken, and then the battle begins between here and here. The support price and here to keep price going higher. So right now, these two guys are holding price up, and that one there is just, we're waiting for it to pop through here one more time and then start clearing this lot out above us. So I can argue two different directions. That's why on a 4 hour, we've got smaller ranges we can hunt inside. Does that make sense? So I'm with you. I understand where your logic is here to say, hey, look, we've traded back through this level. I'm looking for this to roll over now and go lower. But in order to do that, because this range is so tight and there's only one level, well, I guess there would be overlapping levels, but that's not in a discount zone. That's in the premium still. So anyway, this little tiny sibby you see right here, see how we're staying, we got now back above that one. So this one would support price going higher. This one wants to support it going lower. So you've got 1, 2, 3 levels that are holding price up, propping price up, that giving you some resistance. So those 3, we got a 3-on-1 fight going on here. It's a big candle, big bissy. Is it going to hold? That's the question you have to ask yourself. So look for confirmation on your lower time frames to confirm that this trade is going to continue hunting for this, or watch on those lower time frames as it starts to dissolve and melt, and as these guys start giving up these key levels, then you can say, yes, I'm waiting for this to get broken on the downside, because that will be your market structure shift for continuation on the downside, hunting for this down here. Does that make sense? At least that's in my eyes, what I see anyway. I could be talking at my butt. What do I know? So in order to see that kind of dissolving on you, you want to see this level here break on the downside, and then you say that if I lose that candle there, then you're looking for a range extension. You're looking at those last two bullish candles on the, or those two bull support levels to hold price back and then start pushing it higher again. But just the basic analysis that you've given it right now, then yeah, lower for sure. But we're bouncing off that right there. You're bouncing off the mean threshold of that 4-hour bearish candle. Yes. Wow, did I ever skip a day? I thought today was Thursday. Well, that's what happens as you get older. You start losing the days, man. I'm thinking, today's a Thursday reversal. Now, Darren, catch up. You're a day behind us. It's Friday. Holy smokes, it's Friday already? Hot diggity damn. It's the weekend. Four days, you guys, on the Great Canadian Trade Summit will be on in Toronto. No trades till 10 a.m., says Ollie, so let's follow his rules. Do not trade until Ollie gives the command to go. The Great Canadian Trade Summit. Oh, look for this little run up here. We're going to see this break in here. Get on top of this consolidation. This will be a Cam 3. Cam 3. There it is. There's the trade above. Come on, give me a Cam 3. Come all the way down to 50% right there. Oh, no. It just come charging through. Welcome to the open. Discount box. Right on the money. Now see it snap off of there. Forget the old Cam 3 on that one. Wow. Discount. Look at that. Right to the discount box. Tippy tappy. Away you go. Look at that. Look at this. It's going to do a big, fast little run to that area there now. And if it runs out our levels, that's all right. Don't chase it. If it runs out our London and Asia sessions, and then runs out yesterday's London Asia session, which is what we're looking for, and I'm looking for this little spot right up here at 384. How many of you guys are wanting to chase this right now? Just get excited about this. Think, ooh, look at that delicious pool of goodness that we get to come back to. Now, see if we retest the old high here. And what's sitting up here? You got to kind of look at these levels over here. This one here at 337, 337 right there. That's into that little pull all the way down to 335. 335 right there. Now you want to see it lift off of here. Give you the old high there as well. It's already back through this level. Overlapping SIBIs. I don't want to see more than there's the first fair value gap. Tap it and go. This candle, old high. Look at that dig into here. Wow. Range has been extended already. Now all these areas that we never got a chance to run on, this one here, we traded up and closed up order, already did the damage down there. We did not get a chance to revisit the old high. This one, we didn't get a chance to revisit this or this, any of this stuff, right? So now it's coming back, it's chopping its way all the way down into half this wick. See if you get a reaction off that, go higher. Reversal. Giant BISI here. See that 4-hour now, Hadi? See now it's starting to trade through that upside BISI. See, we're looking for it to run on the liquidity above the high there. I don't care if it closes above it. It closes above the 4-hour BISI. I just want to see it run those highs out and even go back to 372. That would be like half the wick, the highest wick of the 4-hour candle. But I want this guy over here. I want this, and that's in the 80s, all the way up to 385, 385. So anywhere up there is fine for me on a Friday. I don't care what day it is. All the time the algorithm's still moving. Don't worry about the day. Don't let the day influence your decision to watch the algorithm. When you're watching it at this level of detail, do you really care about what day it is? Because then you're taking a macro, hey, Friday's usually a sell-off day, and you're ignoring everything that's happening in the algorithm, which you've been studying all week. And for weeks and weeks and months, you keep studying this minute chart and you're watching the algorithm function as the way it does. And then you say, oh no, on a Friday, it's always a sell-off day. Is it? Is it? It's like saying Thursday's always a reversal day. Until you see that sell-off day on Friday, we're bullish. Stay bullish. Stay on the charts, man. Just stay in the action. Don't worry about those macro ideas that it's supposed to be a sell-off day. And if it sells off, we'll see it here. You'll see it turning. Nice. Right inside that first presentation. There's 64. That's taking out the 4-hour highs. There's the rejection block. It's taking out those yesterday's high. That's taking out all the equal highs now. Come on, give me the 84. Just to make my point. So there's the old London low. Here's the Asia low right here. 379. You can see the logic of that 4-hour narrative that we had. You had so many more soldiers back in the fight to go higher than you did for it to go lower. And those were key levels on a 4-hour that were not being broken, not being given up. So just using that whole trade back into the BISI to go lower, you got to wait for the solid lower level reversals. So let's go up until 10 o'clock here and catch a nice little reversal off the top of 84, 85, I think it is. I think it was 85. We'll put it down to there. So 69 to 84. 69 to 80. What's the low on that candle? 84.5. That's right inside that last BISI. The premium box of all boxes before the new high. Nice long trade. Yeah, the analysis of the 4-hour chart was well done, buddy. Thank you very much. I think it will go higher and higher today. That weekly chart, though, is showing me some potential for a TGIF trade at some point. Oh, I've forgotten all about the old TGIF. 1, 2, 3. There's all the way down to here. Where's our Monday? TGIF, what will we be? 270, 291, 311. There. To there. If one was to have a TGIF, that's provided we don't make a new high. This will adjust slightly if we make new highs. Oh, let's do the so Ollie, is Ollie on here right now? Ollie, are you around? I haven't seen him in here in the chart that's here. So good morning. Oh, there you go. Bushwang. There's the just give me 2 more ticks right there. Bingo. Done and done. Dusted, overdone. Roger Wilco. Now, do we continue on? Do we get above here? That's the question. And we're looking, we are into, where are we into? We're into that 50% of the wick of the 1 hour chart. We have the 4 hour chart high sitting right here, and that'll give us our new high, 494. Watch this. Look at that. Tell me that's not a data point. Ping, ping, open, close. Give me a structure break here below here. And we've hit our premium box. Now we're going to get some 10 o'clock run here. Here comes the next macro, baby. Here comes the next macro. Bob Boom is right. The D. Bob Boom is right. Nice box to box. It is indeed, my friend. So let's see if this holds, or if this little fair value gap here becomes support to go higher. I want to see a body get above here, clear out that 94 level. So the new high is going to be sitting right at 94. We take this high out, Just even wick through it is fine by me. And then start using this box as our means to travel through it. Find support at it, little market structure shift, and away we go. 2 more minutes and our macro shall begin. We're already closing above it. Let's watch this level right here. See if the body holds there. Ooh, dig. See if we get an institutional order flow entry, Joe. Usually 1 or 2 candles afterwards. Retap this candle's high. It's open. Those 3 levels left this little portion open. That would be our C level trade. Tapping this old order block. High open, or sorry, high and close. Overlapping these 3 arrays here. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 4 of them in there. Mean threshold. Now, it's better if you see this close in and you start to lose your love for this going higher. See, it actually wicked below it. I like that. Come on down. Let's see if we can get a close below that candle. You got 34 seconds. Give me a drive now. Give us a drive. Keep the drive alive. So we're into the rejection block of the 1 hour. That's what this was. We had the range extension on the 1 hour. Change in direction. Come on. Oh, not too fast now. Not too fast. Slow down. Slow. Give us an opportunity to get in on this. There's 4 seconds. 2 seconds. All right. You're below. Oh, I wanted it just to come back a little bit. Come back into this candle. There's a news release at 10, you said? Ollie? Ollie's not in here with us. He's in the other one. He's in the community channel there. I wanted to see just a little kiss on this. So wait for the next structure break. This has been untouched. So I'm going to wait for 10 o'clock news. This is suspect for me. We haven't been revisiting this. This is a quick drop. Take people offside, maybe drive higher. I can't even say that's box to box, but it's going for here and then start targeting down here. We're already into that TGIF Friday already. Wait for this bear trap to see if that holds. This is untouched yet, so I'm suspicious that this is going lower until we get at least a retest of the lows here. That puts us in here. I like that. That will give us 50. 70% optimum trade entry gives me a nice little revisit of that premium box way over here. Wait for the news release. The news release might just let this go now. We might get a massive slam down, or might pop up above the highs, then reverse. So you can argue two different directions. Right now, if we're arguing a direction, we're arguing lower. But we got to get this market structure shift here and then run for the lows. I want to see a revisit of this because there's a small little structure shift here, but we didn't get a chance to retest it or retest this level. So I'm looking for a 50% to 70% retest. 75 would be more in line with that. The optimum trade entry zone right there. If this lets go, this is going to be big. We're reaching for these lows here. Ideally, Hadi, what I'd like to see now is that 4-hour BISI to hold price and not actually close above it. We've got 5 more hours, or 5 more minutes, I should say, of that. So that next 5 minutes will tell me whether or not we're going to take another run on that high. And you can reach back into this box and then start slamming it higher. The consequent encroachment of this TGIF here area is the mean threshold of that. So I want to see, ideally, I'd like to see that 4-hour hold. Just that wick did the damage, and then turn around and come back into that BISI, and the body still close inside the BISI, and then start to work its way down. Then look for a change in direction. Then get in line with what you were thinking about earlier about going lower. And then I'd look for the lower time frames to confirm that narrative. Yeah, 311. This is all like 20, 25, and 30. Wait for this. I still think we're coming back here. I don't think they're going to leave that untouched. So I'm going to wait for 10. I can just see too much overlap going on here where the key level, you want to see that holding. And we got 4 minutes left of the 4-hour. The hourly. And you notice on the hourly, look at the hourly chart there, Hadi, at 2100. Yes, on the 8th. Look at the 2100 hour candle. I'd love to see this totally screw people over here and take them right back lower. But right now, on the hourly level, on the 5 o'clock, it's supporting price to go higher. If we trade above 342 on a close in the next 2.5 minutes, and it's right above, it's in line with the not quite in line. That's 320. I'm gonna wait. Just wait and see. See, now we're coming back. We're coming back. Come on, give it a little kiss. There'd be the first one to retest. Right there. Retest. Oh, just shy of it. 54. The high on that candle is 53.5, so half a handle. just wait. Agreed. Just wait. We're inside this little zone here right now. This mean threshold's holding. I'm between this candle and that. Will be this one first, I suppose, and then that one. And there's no BISI or SIBI down here to go box to box. So let's see if this upright bull candle holds this little. No, it would have to be this. It's hard to call an exact data point in here. Half that wick. Old highs. Sorry, old open. There we go. Finally hit it. Now we're going to retest it. Told you, they're not going to leave that stuff untouched. Suspect. So if you're chasing that and you got in a little late, now you're getting squeezed. So we want to see this hold. There's right off the bottom. Now I want to see that start to pull down. If you want this to go lower, it's got to start coming down. If it keeps driving higher, then look for that 70, that optimum trade entry reversal area we're talking about. Right? There's this, that's probably 70% right there. It's more than 62. Yeah, just shy of 70% optimum trade entry reversal, and that premium box way over there that we were aiming for initially. We've traded back through it. Now you want to trade it, tap it all the way up to the consequent encroachment of it, and then roll over and start coming lower. That's what I'm looking, and that gives us right in our optimum trade entry reversal. So many confluences and overlaps for this level right here to give us support and come lower. At least that's my thoughts on that anyway, for what they're worth to you guys. $10. Make it sing. Make it sing. Look at this big run up all the way back down into the breaker. All the way back down into this mitigation. Oh, this would be a breaker below here, I suppose. Right to the mean threshold. Look at that last candle here. Look at that mean threshold holding. And small little imbalance right in here. Snap right off of that. 15-minute bullish. 5-minute bullish. We're bullish inside the small range, but really bullish if we get back above here. Hourly. The 4 hours holding now. 319. I still want to see it come back down into here. So you got 319 to 290. Did I erase my there, look at that. Right on the beezer. Right there on the premium box. Look at that. How perfect is that? 370. What did we say that was? What did we say that was, my friends? Oops, wrong one. Oh, look at that. How perfect is that? I didn't take it, even though I've been asking for it. I didn't take it. So we're waiting for the news. Oh, come on. %70 optimum trade entry reversal right on the bing, right on the beezer, right inside that large box that we're looking for. So you got box and the big box overlap at a precise level. Called it. Now retest, come lower. We're looking for a run back into that 4-hour one, which you just got now. You want to see that continue going higher. All the way down to 291. If you close below here, not a good sign. Man, I could see this run lower inside that larger range, swept this. Now you're back through the mean threshold of that candle. You're after 10 o'clock. Look for a silver bullet now. Don't give back all your profits today. If you're just getting all sloppy on you, just be careful. Keep your focus. I really want to see that 4-hour wick hold on this driver all the way back through 290. I want to see it clear this out and then start running. That would be the pivot point right there. Let's have a look at lower time frames to confirm that narrative. 5 minute. Trade below it. Bodies come back and respect it. Trade lower. Box to box on a 5 minute chart. That's done already. Box to box. Now I want to see if this box gets traded through at 305 on the 5 minute. And you want to see 305 on the 15 minute get traded through. If it just trades into it, taps it, and then leaves, a different story. So you can come all the way down to 305, which also coincides with the regular trading hour gap and 25% of that. Tap it and go. So you got confluence levels lining up for price to reach into. And I'm battling between these two on a 5 minute right now. 1 minute we had it here, hit that. Now I'm looking for a trade below here. It did. This candle's mean threshold, you wanted it to hold, but all it did was just trade back deeper inside this range. Or sorry, inside this range. Back to this candle. First candle to the left of the turn. Retested that, and now I'm looking for this to come lower. Sorry, Hadi, I know you want it to go higher, buddy, but I want to play the antagonist here. Let it go lower. On the 1 hour, it's going higher. On the 4 hour, it's going higher. The 5 minute, it's inside a range. The 15 minutes inside a range, and the 1 minute is already going lower. So one showing us these guys are undecided, and when these guys cross over into the downside, then the 1 hour 303 level, if that closes below there, and then you get market structure shift at 255, 250, somewhere around there, then that 4 hour is going to give up the ghost. I have no profits, no losses. Then you have a good trade day. You got to be nimble here, Russell. And if you don't feel super confident about your PD arrays, you're throwing a trade on, and it'll force you to throw a trade on prematurely. And you run the risk of getting roasted. I agree with you, Ollie. We have cleaned out the buy side. Just feels like it wants to go lower now. Yeah, I agree with you. Indeed. You'd have to get a market structure shift and take out that 5 a.m. that 5 a.m. Stibby, for sure. Agreed. Still bullish on the hourly chart. Agreed. Still bullish there. You see how that 5 minutes changing? The 1 minute's changing, the 5 minutes changing, and now I want to see if this 15 minute won't change till we get below there. So The 15-minute is the trigger. Pop below, come back inside that. Then that will give us our hourly. And it will also give, no, our 4 hour has to close below 291, but that's 4 hours away. There's the fill of the SIBI. Let's get below this SIBI now, and then come back and use it for support. 22 seconds, see what happens here. 33 people. We don't usually have 33 people in here. Well, welcome all you people from the outside. So far, we've had a fun little call this morning. Just waiting for our opportunity. So we've got our SIBIs filled. You see that? Yeah, I agree. They're definitely a formidable defense. And he's right. It is still bullish on the 1 hour. And the 15 minutes still bullish. The 5 minutes turned. The 1 minute's turned. And if we get back above here, the 1 minute shifted. And then that'll take out this 5 minute as well. So the pivot levels are 15 minute turn for bearishness. And the 1 minute market structure shift here and close above this 375 for continuation. That's a good rule there, Hadi. That's good, smart advice, sound sage advice there on the hourly. Look at your hourly level right here. This is we got to stay above that if you want to be bullish. And right now we're above it. We've used all of it. We have traded a little bit below it. Traded back above it again big time. And now I want to see this order block, this breaker here. See how we wicked all the way through it? That breaker has to hold price now. So you don't want to see this start to eat through the mean threshold. If we close below the mean threshold of this, look for a revisit on this one more time, and then potentially the run lower. So watch that last up close candle. You use both, but I like the last one at 327. And that puts us right in here. So if we close below this, that's our market structure shift to continue on the downside. There's our SIBI. It's been filled. And see how we're reacting off it? And now we're trading through it and to it. Now I'm going to see that keep coming lower. So bearishness is unfolding on the 1 minute. Bearishness is still unfolding on a 5 minute. Nothing on the 15 yet. And the hourly is being retested. So again, we're looking for this candle to give way for everybody to get back in sync with going higher. Clear this and take that candle, that BISI out right there. And then we're going higher. It's a wait and see game, man. It's like a chess match. You make your move. If you make your move, we're planning a couple of steps ahead. So we're already seeing we've got you trapped in the hourly. The hourly saying we're going higher. So unless you slide the piece around behind our defense And this one here is making his move, trying to attack the defense side. So the chess game is hourly is supported here. So he's made his big move. And now we're trying, the defense is to try and get around that. And here's the first attempt to get around it. We made our plunge down into our box-to-box trade. Nice. Captured that, took him to essential piece. Now I want to see if this, we've got some ground in here now to continue to push down. That's the reverse. Trade back to it perfectly there. Drive down, and now we've got to close below this level. And the next level is the counter move. And now we're looking for a push below. So just keep your eyes on this. So this, we're seeing that we're in an attack mode here. And I'm just trying to give you an analogy on a chess move. Big chess move. Now I want to see this attack. So we're waiting for that low. Because the next level is box to box. Way down here. So from that box to this box. So that'll start right inside Thursday's first presentation, fair value gap, and end all the way at 301. And if it closes at 301, what does that do for us here? That closes at 301, fills that thing in on the hourly. And the 15-minute, 301 will break our 15 minutes. We'll have a turn on 1, a turn on 5, and a turn on 15. So now we got more support for this 1 hour to give it up. Yep, the longs be sweating now. You're catching it early, Ollie. I like it, buddy. We're on the same page. Watch the chess match unfold. Do it. It's a nice little chess match going on here, watching the levels. Let's see this regular trading hour gap get attacked. See how we traded below that level? We traded back into that level. Short. That's good. That's what I want to see. Keep coming. Keep coming. Unless the hourly got some serious game going on, the attack is happening. The game has begun. The game is afoot, my friends. The game is afoot, and we are seeing it. We're Sherlock Holming this mofo. We gave you perfect entry right there for a short. I didn't take it, but there's your perfect short. We gave you that when it was happening. We wanted that. We had suspect down here. Wanted to see that. Delish. Support. Delish. Now look at that. 315. Our 5 minutes or 15 minute is starting to give up the ghost here. So we're below that one and we're digging into this one now. That one held. How delicious that. Now that box to box trading on the 5 minute, it's completed. Oh, you guys. We saw that chess move. We saw the move. There, we've already gone from box to box on the 5 minute now. 15 minutes, giving it up, and a 15 minute has gone into its discount area. There was no box up here, but here's your discount. We're digging into that, and we're getting a little tiny wick through there. There's your 303. We're all into this discount box. Box to box, finally done, completed. The D says break the 830, and I haven't even put that out there. I haven't even put any of my lines in today. Where's 830? Where's Hadid's 830? 830, right there. Oops, that's not midnight open. That's my man Hadid. Look at that, broken, tap it. Another leg up before going down, I think, before careful bears. Do you think, Ali? I don't see it yet, man. I don't see it. In order to get that idea of going higher, you've got lots of support levels now that have already formed. So you'd have to break these candles to the upside. Change in direction. So let's go with Ali's idea here. If this closes above here, then we're back inside this range. And we're looking for this bull trap to hold, to go lower, or this bull trap to break, find support at it, and attack this level here one more time. Then I'm all for, I'm with you there, Ali. But right now I don't see it. We testing the closing day. Oh, a lower high. Like you're saying, come back up here and go lower with inside this range. Yeah, that's totally doable. As soon as we get above here, that's doable. Uh, 8:30 break it, another leg up before we go. We're testing. Well, we've done the 311 or the 20% of the TGIF. We'll go further. Yeah, that's already through the weekly TGIF, hey? I confirm 1 hour is my next short. The 1 hour. Yeah, the 1 hour still has to get through 301. That's still 15 minutes got to get through there. The 5 minutes got to get through there. And the 1 hour got to get through 301 on a close. So in other words, you want to see a market structure shift on the 5 minute to get confirmation off of here that we're going lower. This could still turn around and go bullish on you. But right now you're seeing them build a base of an attack on the lows. So unless one of the higher time frame levels is super strong and punches this thing back through this level, they're mounting a 1 minute defense. We're coming back inside that range. We're through this level. We're back inside here. So watch this bull or this breaker here that takes out these lows. I want to see this hold. This is inside the larger one, but I do like this swing point here. So what have I got in here? Oh, right there. 341 to 343 and a fill of this SIBI. We still have yesterday's close below price. There's the 341. $343, 341 to 343. Let's see if we get a full 345 here. We're still in the zone, yeah. Still have not broken this level on the 15. Still not broken that level on the 5. We're just working it on a 1. And we still have just another 302 to 300 to fill. We just want, oh, I can see it right there, 301. And then you've got the next discount array. Once we've traded through this little imbalance down here, there's a little tiny couple of little volume imbalances here, or a suspension block, as Michael would call it. And then the next level's down here. So market structure, shift, confirm. That'll, as soon as we break those levels, that's it. All of them will fall from the hourly anyway. And that puts us right back in the 4 hour is saying it wants to go higher. And the 4 hour saying, I want to make sure I do a further range extension here. So I want to see another little plunge higher. So if those two 4 hour levels we talked about is now 3 levels of 4 hour support to go higher. The 4 hours, the strength in the market, and the 1 hour is barely holding on there. The 15 and the 5 are holding on for bullishness, and we'll switch back over to bullishness once we break here and here. So 4 hours holding, 1 hour, 15, 5 are holding for bullishness. We got a little turning, change in direction here. Wait for this bull trap to give way. So you can see why you got 4, 1, 15, 5 all saying go higher. One saying I'm making a move to take it lower. Okay, that will work. That little sneaky guy coming in the back door is going to work if we break this market structure on the downside. Then that card falls, that card falls, that card falls on the 1 hour, and then we're only relying on the 4 hour to give us a little bit more pressure to hold the price. And 300 is also the last previous down close candle's mean threshold. Have a look at that on the 4 hour chart. So that 300 level is also the mean threshold of the down close candle we just validated on the 4 hours. So lots of areas that are finding support now. Support now. That's a support level on the, not only is it in the 1 minute chart, it's also on the 4 hour chart. And that's an overlapping one inside the 4 hour BISI. And its low is 291. So it can allow it to go even down into here, which is also the last part of the 4 hours right here, right at 291. So it's literally right at the rejection block here. That's the bottom of the 4 hour. So we're still acting inside the higher time frame level. Watch here. Okay, see you later there, Hadi. See you next week. See you in 4 days, man. 4 days. The Great Canadian Summit. 4 days. It's interesting when you look at this like a chess game perspective, and the attacks that happen and how the drive down gets the support, and all you're doing is attacking the discount portion of the next time frame. And then when you look for those overlap areas, you go, okay, this is where it breaks down. And then you're relying on higher time frames to trade into. So change in direction. Now we've traded back above this level. We've traded back into that level. We're waiting for this bull trap to hold. It's the last effort for the 1 minute candles to run into the premium box. And then if you lose the premium box one more time, we're looking for everything's in sync then to go higher. 350. Like it. What's happening in the other zone here? 59, 58. So we're digging into there. You traded above it. Now you traded below it. You got to wait for this shift now. This looked like it was a nice little 15-minute reversal here until it broke that low, came back into it. Now we're going lower again. So you don't even get this institutional order flow entry drill. Consolidation, drop below it, create a fair value gap, trade back into it, go lower, discount box, and breaker. So watch here. That puts us back into the midpoint of this wick right here. There's your box at 50% of that wick. Craig, are you still long in oil? Look at that, right at 75%. Right inside that Sibby. Hit it. Bitcoin. %70 optimum trade entry reversal. Look at that. Right on the money. Optimum trade entry reversal right there. Slammo. If you were taking your entry and you do your 50, 62%, 70% optimum trade entry, you would have actually paid yourself at that last portion. If you used your take profit model 1, you would have been all over that. Right on the money. Wow, natural gas just keeps pooping the bed, hey? Look at that box. How delicious is this? Can't unsee it, man. Once you see it, Looking for interest rates to drop. That's what I'm looking for. The next level for interest rates for me is 4.078, and then 4.0. You can get above here, look for targeting here. Well, you're in there, Gary. We're in the squeeze zone. Laurentian's already feeling it. Toronto Dominion's starting to squeeze it. And I've got nothing going on over here, so this is still holding. Canadian Imperial Bank's holding. That discount box is just held. Premium discount start run back up higher. You're looking for this level up here now. In Bank of Nova Scotia. And you got one more above you here. Those are the upsides I see in the short term. Oh, you got another one here. That's what I see in there. Hit our box there. Here. Oh, it's just off this candle here now. Rolling over. We talked about this morning. Hitting this level, rolling over and coming down lower. And that's what it's doing right now. I want to see us get market structure shift below here and use this candle as support. Now that we've traded below here, if this pops back up into here, $6.17. See if 6.17 will hold price. I'm looking for it to get right into there. See if it taps that, rolls over and comes lower. It starts to get back up on top of here. Look for 6.54. Discount box. The bull flag. See how that bull trap held price? The trap, people saying you want to go long. I'm trapping you in here all the way back to that discount box that never got a chance to get validated. It got validated but didn't get a chance to tap it. Now it's done. That gives this permission to run higher now. These little counter moves, chess moves on the 1 minute, trying to put a squeeze on all these other higher time frames. They keep working their way in there. They're trying to send, they're sending everything they got at the fight, trying to break through the last defensive wall at 300. That's what I'm thinking. Close above 375 for a bullish session. A close below 325 will give us a nice confirmed short. What do you think, my friend? I'm looking right here. Here's my rationale for it, Ali. I'm looking, so 1 minute's making its attacks, constantly trying to drive through, and they're being held up off of, you got to get below 305. You got to get below this SIBI here on a close. It's also this SIBI on a close at 306. The hourly SIBI on a close is 302. So you see how 302, 305, 300 are all key levels. Then go to a 4 hour. This BISI needs to close below here. And that's 290. So all within the 15 handles. And you see this little SIBI right here as well. It's an overlap. That'd be 388 to get confirmation. And it has to close there. So that's 4 hours. So we got quite a ways to go because you still got 3 hours, 3.5 hours to go before we get down there. 3 hours, 19 minutes. So just sticking with the hourly and stuff, I need to see this level right here break because there's a lot of confluences around that area, which is also a market structure shift here. And that last little piece there is also my hourly, my 5. Those all break. So this SIBI are all holding price up. And these guys are trying to make the attack, trying to drive through there. And if they get a close below that, then I'm with you for a short. At least into the next hourly objective, which is 344 or 244. And then you've got, well, this will already fill in, but I'll be looking for this mean threshold of this last down close candle and this BISI here to fill. So that's why that's a very important level for me. I got to see that break, and I love the fact that we keep driving at it, and that we've done our, like Ollie was saying, we've done our work up top here already, and I think we have. And this 5 minute is holding price. So you got the 5 and the 1 are supporting each other to drive down to this discount. So we want to see the 5's discount break. I want to see the 1's discount break. That'll give me a full confirmation that we're heading lower. That's what I want to see. But you want to see it happening before lunch. The lunch come back, find support at this, wiggle around in here, and then drive it down hard. Because after lunch, we could still run up into these highs here and that BISI. So the 1 minute fails above here, like you said, 375. If it fails above that, going higher. And if it fails below here, the 300, 305 level, then we're going lower. That's my idea of it anyway. Go study your bees. It's a very interesting little chess match going back and forth right now. And the 1 minute's holding everything up. It's still making its move on the 1 minute and the 5 minute. But it's really slow. And the 1 hour, the 15 minute, 4 hour are all trying to hold price back, and the 4 hours got a lot of strength. holding price up. So if you're doing your attack, keep it within that 4-hour time frame. If you're trying to do some quick liquidity, you've got to work hour structure. Or I guess right now, if you're looking at small little attack ranges, premium discount, that's all you're looking for in the something huntable is a 5-minute range only. 15-minute range doesn't have anything. They just got this discount box here, but with no premium. So very small ranges to play in. Much respect to you, Ali. Thank you, sir. Thank you. And again, my narrative doesn't have to be right. That's how my interpretation of it right now, for what it's worth. And it's super wiki. Like, you're trying to stay on a chart here, play in 5 minutes, put your limits in a 5-minute chart. Because 5-minute unlocks the 15, unlocks the hour, and then puts pressure on the 4 hours again. And you see how we're just back and forth. So if you're looking at small ranges now, and we're just hunting, I love hunting internal range liquidity. So I look for the internal range stuff, and I look for the premium and discount, either order blocks, inversions, fair value gaps, suspension blocks, all the new stuff that Michael's talking about. You look for suspension blocks, you look for all that stuff that is looking to sit in a premium. So if I'm inside this range, which is where we're sitting right now, forget all the higher time frame stuff. We're stuck inside this. And if you break that up into quarters, this is when I use range and when I use my quarters chart. And I go, what is a discount, premium, discount, discount, premium, and a premium? In other words, you divide this whole section into quarters, and then I hunt for where are we staying right now? Inside this larger range, we're in the premium portion of this range. We just dipped into the discount portion a little bit, but we're in the premium. So the premium is holding price. Discount is finding some resistance. So we're in the premium, and now the premium is up here. So see how we're sitting? We're battling between premium and discount, premium, discount, premium, discount, dip way down into the discount, then right back up into, we haven't even hit discount really. We've just hit the top of it. So we're at premium, discount. So you take them in quarters because everything is fractal. It works within premium and discounts of the premium zone and premium and discounts of the discount portion of the range. So then you have to hunt inside here and say, how well do you know Michael's stuff? What specifically are you hunting for inside this range? Where does a breaker come in? Where does a fair value gap come in? When does it become inversion? When does it become support? When does it become resistance? So you got to hunt all these areas inside these small little ranges, because if this was a daily chart and you're trying to suss out a trade on a micro level to trade, you got to find, am I in a premium? Am I going to hunt a discount, or discount premium? And I know that can be kind of wordy when you hear that discount, premium, blah, blah, blah. But if you're following ICT stuff, if you understand ICT stuff, you understand the importance of each one of these candles. Every candle has its own specific PD arrays, data points, as we keep calling them, right? Those data points or PD arrays inside the range will determine whether or not they'll get hit. And when you watch as they get hit, are they acting as support or are they not? Institutional order flow entry drill. Like, so here's your fair value gap, and you see it tap it and leave like this. See that tap, that gapped up right here, and then left, right? Institutional order flow. So you think, ooh, that's a support. And what's that in? It's in the discount premium, heading into the premium. Now I want to see it get on top of here. Come back, find support at that. So there, it's closed above. Come back, give this a little tap, because I'm looking at high, the half the wick, the body, the mean threshold. This candle is now validated. Get on top of this candle, find the same thing. Now we're hunting for here. You see how we sat up in the premium portion of that range? Quickly dip down to grab a discount to run back up and then start running higher. So now you skip out of this range and you say, what range am I in now? Once I close above here. So watch in the next 15 seconds. I want to see it close there, but as long as it's above here, I'm okay. Not just a wick run. Nope. Gotta wait. There's another little fair value gap. We've taken out a wick's taken the high. Watch here. If we trade through this, back into this, you're inside this small range here now. Discount box is over here. So watch. See if this holds as an institutional order flow entry. You're able to keep pushing higher. Or now that we've taken the high, look for this here. And if you can argue both sides of it like this, then you know you haven't got something strong to support price in one direction or another. Go to your higher time frames and say, where am I sitting? Well, I've got to see that level break at 353 on a close. And 353 happens to line up with, if I can get a close above here, that aligns with this level breaks. 15 minutes. Oh, still got support off of this guy and this guy. Its mean threshold still holding, even though the wicks have done some damage. So 15's holding higher. 5 minutes desperately trying to hold off, going above there. It wants to see, the 5 minute wants to see this slam down here. We've been trying to drill into this floor here. We're putting some spikes down in there, but they're just, the floor is hard. It's not letting us go. So if it breaks through this upside, drilling, it's looking for a way to get out of here. Pop through there, running higher. That will pop through here. And we'll look for the next premium section. So there's your downside run inside this range. So you want to see this trade through here, find support at that, and then hunt for that. No close there, just some wicks. Looking for higher. Again, waiting for a body to close above here so we can target this above us. The next bull trap is right here. And it happens to overlap with that level. So when you got these consolidations, you can see overlapping PD arrays, and then you start to doubt yourself. You start to question, oh, this could really go, and I can argue multiple different directions. Well, if you can and it's not clean, then don't take a trade. 5 minute barcode. Exactly, Davos. That is a barcode. That is, go to the store, get yourself a coffee, because it's going to cost you a lot of money if you buy the wrong coffee. You're on the wrong side of that barcode, my friend. Or I should say, you don't want to get on the wrong side of that. So we're looking for this little box right here on the 5 minute to clear us out. There's nothing worth playing in here. I'm telling you, there's nothing playing. The 4 hours holding nicely. The 1 hour's holding nicely. The 15 minutes holding nicely. The 5 minutes even holding, but it's now battling its premium portion. Discount premium, it keeps on smashing into that and holding solid. Our 1 minute hasn't even been hit, just barely got hit once, and that's it. We're stuck inside the middle of the range here. Look at this. In this little range right here, there's the high. Here's the low of that smaller little range. 50%'s right here. So we're just kind of stuck in the middle of that range. So wait, this isn't a grab a trade, grab a rush to lose money. And you're now approaching lunch hour where you're going to get side to side action. So nothing. Hans, yes, little equal highs taken on the 5 minute. Those equal highs are taken on the 1 hour. The 4 hours even been taken. That's why I wanted to see that 4 hour give up the ghost. It's just ran it out, but does not create a new high. I'd love to see that just drive all the way back through and close below 291. In the next 3 hours, if it closes below 291, I'm getting excited. I'm going to get excited because you know where that's going. I'm going to look for a little structure shift below 257. If I get a close below 257, 250, somewhere around there, then I'm targeting 073 to 126. Yes, 200 to 300 handles below us. But not yet. Not yet. Not yet. So we got 28 people in here. I don't know how many new people are in here, but if you're new to our channel, like, subscribe. We're here every day for you. We're just trying to help you read price action clear so that you feel more confident about your setup and looking for where your setup will fail or where it will be supported. And as you can see, we're playing in a 1 minute chart. So you'll know if we don't know what we're talking about in a 1 minute chart real quick. And you don't need to waste your time with this. But if we end up giving you a level of accuracy that will surprise you, as it should, then stick around, subscribe, and watch, because you're going to see some incredibly accurate hits. And when you go to the side-to-side motion and you say, oh, it's going higher, it's going lower, it's because we're bouncing off of specific data points inside specific ranges. So we've been doing this for 2 years now, and our crowd is growing. We're 1,253 people. That's awesome. Or 1,255 or something like that. And so a lot of people are seeing this, and they're seeing the accuracy of this. And if you're an ICT trader and you have an ICT setup, just watch here on the 1 minute chart. The whole purpose of this 1 minute chart is just a faster explanation of what price action does in all time frames. In all time frames. So if you understand on a 1 minute time frame what's going on, key levels you're reaching for, and you see them supported and then reversed at the next most important level, then you're going to start to say, how do I apply that to the time frame I'm more comfortable trading in, i.e. a 15 minute, a 5 minute, an hour day? If you're a short-term swing trader, you know, maybe you prefer a 4 hour chart or a 1 hour chart. What we show you here on a 1 minute chart, it's not noise, albeit it is noisy here. It's not noise because even this has its data points it's reaching for. Inside small ranges, it still has data points it reaches for. Okay? And when it starts to pop out of those ranges, you'll see it find, like, that's what we want to see. See the explosion? Oh, come on down. Look at this. Now it finally breaks through. That's exciting. Now it says, I've done in here. I'm busting out. And here we go. I know it's too bad we didn't catch this, but hey, you didn't catch it. That's what we want to see, it break through that 300 level. We wanted it. There you go, Ollie. We wanted to see it go lower, buddy. There you go. Now there's a dramatic. I wanted to see it nice little, give us a little loving, come back, give us a kiss, and then send us lower. But holy smoke. That took us to the prom in a Lamborghini. And I'm not in it. Don't worry about it. If you miss it, you miss it. Don't chase it. But man, that's exciting. I love it. Well to go. All right. So now you look at your 15 minute. It's giving up the ghost. Giving up the ghost. Now I want to see it close below here. Come back and use this and this as support. Unless this one closes here, then I'm looking for that level. And if that gives up the way, on a 5 minute right here, it's busted through that, looking for a low retest. Look at that run right through here. On the hourly chart now, this isn't giving anybody a chance. It's trapping all the longs and just ripping through them all. Everybody's loaded up who wanted that to go higher. Look at that. Pinned. All these guys, all these stop losses taken now. Right down to here. 091. 091. Because 1 hour has given up the ghost. Traded back into it. Went above it. Premium. Well, there's no real discount. Premium up there. It ran the highs. Now it's running out this low. Want to see this come back and use this as support. Or this level right here, 305 to 313. Come back into here and then send it lower again. Or institutional order flow entry drill. So if you see this come back in here, we've now got a swing below a low on a 5 minute chart, a retest of this and send it lower, or look for a wick over here somewhere that gives you a the 161, 162, 162. So look in here. That's crazy. And the 4 hour chart, it's come all the way down. That level I was looking for way down there. Remember I said 074? It just hit it. I just hit it. I wanted to get below there and then head for that. Look at that. That was like, screw you, man. I'm heading there right now. I'm not giving anybody an opportunity to get there. Delicious. And don't be pissed you missed this. This just says, oh, look at all the joy we have yet to come back to. These are all nice big tearing down candles. Love it. Don't chase it. Now, if we can close below this level on a 1 hour, look for all of this to provide support to come lower, which means look for that low 158. 158. Look at your Mark III, hey? I could see how Mark would have been like, I like lower. I like I'm stuck there, so I'm not doing anything. Well, I'm just glad it finally ripped through there and went down. Not quite so fast, but hey, what the hell? I'll take it. That's a nice little tear, boy. Yeah, talk about manual manipulation. It says, I'm not giving anybody an opportunity to get in here. No retests, no nothing. There's a small retest on that one. What was that one? The 305? No. That didn't even give you that. So, all that drilling, we saw the move starting up here. Then we saw, okay, we're trapped on a 5:15, 1 hour. The 1 minute was making its move. It kept working. Came back, gathered up a little more steam here, running the liquidity, and then slammo. And we couldn't have caught that. So don't feel bad if you haven't caught it. If you're looking at this, because you got beat up in here so many times, if you were a pure ones and zeros trader, you'd look for a small little shift below that level and a trade back into that level to go lower. It's easy to say after the fact, but trust me, after being beaten up in there, most people are going to miss this one. You'd have to be Michael to see that. Anyway, my wife's just leaving. Hang on a sec. Goodness. My goodness. What the heck happened here, you guys? I'd leave you alone for a few minutes and what the hell? What do you do? What have you done? All right, who hit the button? Tell me Ollie caught this. There's nothing. I see nothing in there that even... What does a 15-second chart give us? Oops. What was that? That was a 5-minute chart. Let's leave that there. Let's do a 15-second chart. This is how quickly this took off. Right there. That's the only thing you see on a 15-second chart was an institutional order flow entry that left. Oops. You know how you kind of look at this now? You're going to look at this as the 1-minute chart, which kept setting all these little mine shafts, drilling all these mine shafts in here, and then they step back, set the bomb off, the floor fell out, and then they ran through the hole. The soldiers all charged through. That's crazy. That is crazy. Looking for, oh, we hit it, 981. Now looking for 972. And then bye-bye Mary. We're heading all the way down to 800s. Let's see if 872 holds. Some very strange things are happening in China. They are becoming very hostile. And then the market dumps. Yeah, I saw something the other day saying China has the only ones with a hydrogen bomb. And they got some fancy missile that holds like 60 warheads in it. And one of them is a, or is it 26? 25 of the warheads are like big badass ones. And one hydrogen bomb in there. And it flies faster than anybody can catch it. So we're not starting a fight, but don't mess with this. It's like, okay. We like China. We like everybody. Everybody loves everybody. Just talk it out, man. No reason to be all hostile. No need to start rattling sabers and flexing. Just be nice to each other, man. Talk it out. Yeah, new week opening gap right there. Right to the money. Exactly, Derek. The TJF we were looking for. Oh, man. TGIF. We met TGIF from 4 weeks ago. That's what it was. All that buying pressure, and it failed. All those people that were looking to go higher, look at them, just smash through them. Literally just raided a little liquidity void or little liquidity pool right here. Just popped up above it, said, hey, I want to just keep you guys in here. The idea that, You want to keep going higher, and then kaboom. Or all the people that said, I think it's going to go lower. Pop, take you out. Then take it lower. Like, man, oh man, was it a quick drop. Not something you can get in. And if you chased it, that tells you more about you and your psychology than it does about the skill that you have trading that. It just says that you're one of those people who are afraid of missing out, and you wanted to jump on that and catch a big run down. With no skill, that's no skill on that. That's just pure, I don't want to miss out. So I jump on, I'm trying to chase that down. And if you made money on it, all it's going to do is reinforce a really, really devastating behavior that's going to end your account one day, because you're going to chase it in one direction and then it's going to rip back against you. Don't get upset with that. Just go, oh, well, it's Friday. Those who wanted to go long just caught you off guard and just smashed through so many accounts so quickly. I cleaned out so many people that we're always looking for new highs, right? Didn't happen. I wonder if Ollie caught that one. I know he's not in here talking much, but I want to see if Ollie's in. Ollie, did you catch that? Are you quietly sitting in the background here? It's exactly what it did. That's exactly what it did. Isn't that funny? Hey, now you were sitting here waiting for the move to get below that 300 level. There's the, now I'm looking for that 973, 972 level. Just below the Mark III. There's something to be said about that 3 o'clock candle, though. Hey, look at how we were banging around inside that thing for such a long time. The highs and lows, constant encroachment, and then bang, bang, bang. Now we're sitting in the next Mark III down here. IHS, what's that? Looking for the 800s. This could be a huge sell-off day now. It's the Russell. See, it's better to stay out of that day. Everybody's looking for a sell-off Friday. It kept going higher. Then it started turning on you. And you're going, okay, are we getting our sell-off? We're waiting for that sell-off day to start firing off. And it started selling off in a big way. So now we're looking for another run down into the 800s now. We can come back and retest this. Or consolidation, institutional order flow entry drill. I want to see us get back into here. If not, I'm not giving up anything. There's the 911. 911. Look for that 853, 845, 837. So this next Mark 3 down here. Good for you. There's your institutional order flow entry drill. So as soon as it takes that low out, move to break even. And now you get a zero stress trade. And then you're running to the 800 level I told you about. And we're looking for that 853. So you're looking for this 3 o'clock box here. So you're zero stress, you're already made profit. So now you just sit back and now you can take some more out there. I'm looking for that next one though is 855. $855, come on down there. Bingo, hit it right there, 855. That's the next level. So pay yourself. So if you would have caught this level here, I gave it to you before it happened. Pay yourself there. Now you wait, if this becomes a SIBI, you want to see that SIBI hold price, institutional order flow entry drill, kind of like this. You want to see this institutional order flow entry drill. You want to see it hold price. You do not want to see it trade back through here. Hence the reason you go from a institutional order flow entry drill, pay yourself at the levels we talked about. I don't want to see wick, half that wick. You don't want to see half that wick get taken to the upside. You want to see any bodies stay below half this wick down in here. And if that, see that SIBI there, they want to see that stay open. Stay open and then keep coming lower. There you go. Just keep coming lower now. Now, if we get below this candle here, then we want to see its body, or sorry, its low, half its wick, body, mean threshold. Stop loss will sit just above your fair value gap here because you don't want to see it break through that, because now we look to the candle to the left. So I want to see a fair value gap forming below here, candle to the left, acting as support, acting as a bull trap, which it hasn't done yet, but you know, I'm kind of anticipating 4 or 5 candles ahead here. Looking at this candle, wanted to see it act like support. But until then, this has to provide support. If it doesn't, then your last line in the sand is this candle right here, and you're already in profit. So this guy's got to get, yeah, just pop. We've popped below it, so this one's valid. That's good. That's a nice valid candle now. Keep coming. Keep coming. And now if you're in this one, you've got your stop loss sitting just above that fair value gap, because now I want to see this candle. That's like a little bit of padding between you and the inevitable turn. So I don't want to see that candle get traded through now. Its mean threshold is your next line in the sand at 878. And we want to keep driving down now to, we're going to start pushing for right there at 795. 795, then 769. See how this is nice and clean now. I like this. This is really cool. So if you got your entry there, you're sitting right here. This is the padding. Now you want to see that act like a bull trap. If you get a fair value gap forming below you now, this is all immediate rebalance. Go lower. And we're looking for that 795 level. $795 level, which is right in there, just above the consequent encroachment of the next Mark III. I'm just kind of helping you manage your trade on the way down if you manage to catch that short I gave you right here. So I'm just going to put the stop in here. So just imagine where your stop is, where I'd like to see the stop act. So now this is an immediate rebalance. Watch where this candle ends now. Good. Now that acts like a fair value gap for me. So now this stop loss will go right here. I don't want to see that candle. I don't want to see us trade back through that level. Because if you do half the wick, body, if you lose the mean threshold, you want to see that really hold in price here right now. So this is just a retest of the, I treat that like a fair value gap. Keep coming lower. Keep coming. This is good. It's acting nicely. And you're in profit. Zero stress. Just manage your trade now and watch key data point levels. If you like what we're doing, give us a thumbs up. I do appreciate it. Helps our channel. And if you're new to our channel, subscribe. We're here for you every day. So this, you want to see it act. So that little, when I was talking about this one, remember I said I want to look for a few candles ahead of the game. You want to see him act like a fair value gap down here. And then this acts like a bull trap. That's an immediate rebalance. So I want to see that act like a support level. See how we're starting to cut into it? You're starting to eat into half the wick. This up close candle's body. So you just watch here now. You've gone through 1, 2, 3, and now you're into 4. Your ass is next. See that? And you watch. It'll run right to your stop loss now. Bingo. Done. See? Now you want to see if we close above that level. So you're out of that trade. You paid yourself down at the that 857 level. Wick, no body above here yet. See how the wick just came back and filled that thing in there? if we get back below this level, you can re-enter for a short. The bull trap is holding price. It's enough to come back and take me out. So now we've got this level here. This now we've traded above it. So if we come back, find support at this, watch the challenge on this candle again. And then the run above that high. So there's the retest. All the way down to here. Bottom of the hour. Crazy Ivan. So watch right here. We close. There's the rejection block. Watch where it closes. I know you were not a fan of SMT, but when they form during a macro on a higher time frame, they give small swings above each accumulation phase. It's only going one way. Traded below, ooh, literally right there, closed below, tap it, and then left. So my stop loss sitting right there should have been above that level. That's a retest. I wouldn't, as soon as I saw this go through there, you know your ass is next. So that was a legitimate take. Then wait for it to pop through here. It did right there, popped in just real quick and then left. So that's a retest of this little immediate rebalance right here. So look for this candle's open. Its open is 2250. Close is 2225. So it closed below there. Open back up to a high 22425 and then went lower. So you literally have to catch it right away for it to run through and you'll be back into this trade. So whatever you got out there, you get back in here and go lower. Ones and zeros, man. And now you're heading for 169, or sorry, 691. A little dyslexia there. 691, which is right, 691 right here. There's 69. Come on, 691 is sitting right there. Okay, there you 691. Is that 691? What's the low on that? 694, 693. above the swing now. Wow. Take profit model 5. There's the 691 is hit. Now looking for, and then the next one would have been 674. That's hit. Now looking for 654. 654 will be right in here. That's consequent encroachment. That is also down there. The daily. What's this one here? $657. This 657 is the top of the daily volume, fair value gap, I should say. The top of the BISI on the daily. All this is just gravy train on the way back. So much to hunt for here. It's left little pockets that Michael talks about of price action to target. Remember he talks about those little holes as a paintbrush paints down real fast. You get those little specks that leave pockets of price action open. These are those specks he talks of. This is a sheer rock wall, and those are levels that we look for, little tiny cracks or holes in the walls that we look for support to get on top of, to climb back up this wall. So don't be upset that you missed it, or if you did catch it, you got a little piece out of it. Get back into it. Stop loss would be just above this. If you're using the same rule as here, you'd be out right there. If that trades back through that, it'll get you. Or take your 50% of your range. Just say to yourself, how much of this range am I willing to give up? There's 50% right there. So that'll put you. So if you just pop above 50%, which is what this probably did in here, it just pops above that, just enough to take you out, and then reverses again. There's 50, just into it. Tap this old low or the breaker right here. You obviously don't want to see it start trading through these last two down close candle or up close candles. You'd have to get on top of this candle here for support to come higher. What happened to the buyers? They jumped out a window. That's free falling, man. That was the first drop, smash down, bouncing around, rolling around, and then they fell off the other cliff. Second stage distribution, hey? First stage, look at that. Price leg finished. Now you want to see if this is just a run through here. Wait for market structure shift to start hunting back for a run. If not, I still see more downside. The potential is to dig deeper into this daily. If we close below 24422 on a daily, then there might be bearish breaker on the daily. Yeah, if we get below that on a close, then that breaker now becomes a key level for a big run down. Then I'd be targeting 23,956 to 23,721. That would be the market's poop in the bed, man. There's a 300, like just from now, today it was 25,372. We're 600 handles. We've dropped 600 handles already. Almost 700 handles already. That's a big poop to bed, you guys. And we unfortunately couldn't catch it, but you can catch it here. I think there's the first decent entry is right here. See how that's holding? So it did the same thing here. It just ran to the SIBI and then went lower. So it's at 50%. Look at this run here, 50% of the range. It hit 50%, went lower. So when you're putting your stop loss in there, you say to yourself, if this is going to retrace in this range, is 50% a level that I don't want to see price? It could retrace back into that I don't want to see. I don't want to stick my stop loss right on 50% because you're looking for a hunt on our internal range liquidity, right? So you'd have to be above that. Then you say 62, 70%. How much am I going to give up on my profits inside here? That's why I take profit model 5, which I will announce at our little summit. And then I'll share with you guys when I have a chat with Hadi and the boys. I bounce this idea off of them and then we'll see. And we've done a big rundown, so Friday sell-off. Holy crap, was it a big sell-off or what? Right back to the rejection block, 50% of that wick. Inside this range, wait for market structure shift. You got a little equal highs, displacement, nice displacement candle, cam model 1, run through this mean threshold, take out the high, and let's start a nice little pop back up here. I'd be looking for that 2500 range. It's interesting how your psychology now, how does this affect when you look at those big candles? Does your psychology tell you that's going to go lower? Do you have fear of, look at that 5 minute switching up on you? Does this feel like it wants to go so much lower? Do you start thinking, oh, it's lower, or do you just stay on the algorithm and wait for an opportunity to see a market structure shift to say, now we're going in the right direction. This is all going to turn into a big wick now. That big down close candle is very scary when it's all big and blue. But the moment it starts switching up, you start going, oh, look, this is turning into a, let's come back and revisit the areas that you never had a chance to get in on. Now we're going to come back and revisit them after tearing off all those people that wanted to go long. You've cleaned them all out on the way down here. Even all the people that are sitting down here, you've wiped them all out, right? So now you've trapped all these longs and you're squeezing the hell out of them. You're cleaning them out, stop losses all the way down. A discount box on an hourly level. You look at box to box trade. It's not there. Oh, sorry. Box to box. That little Asian high we're looking for over here at 85. I think the 85 level that we're looking for reversal at. That 85 level. Look at that. And then it turned on you right at that 85 level we were looking for yesterday. It went 1 point, it went 3 ticks above that 85 level, or actually inside that level. Is that it right there? Oh, that was the old high. Sorry. I want to find out where it was. I'm just curious to know. It's right here on the 1 minute chart. Right there. See those imbalances? Let me make them bigger so you don't think I'm just form fitting this. See those imbalances right there? That's kind of like your suspension block. All the way to, not there, but there. Now extend that. Let's extend that out to the right. And we'll see if that was the highest premium hit. Look at that. That was the box we extended. Look at that. 388 on the money. And you saw me match it up, extend it out. Look at that. You can't ask for more perfect than that. It totally hit the premium box and then went all the way down into a discount box. Extend this out here. There to there. And now let's draw this out here. Right into it. Finish it, little wick, and now we're back up in there. So if you were, not that you would have been in that, but isn't that delicious? How beautiful is that? Anyway, I'm not that good to catch that, obviously, but I can see the data points. Let's get on the other side of this gigantic fall off. Here's your first little change in direction. Body trades above it. You come back into this one. I want to see that extend now and wait for market structure shift. So Derek, you're looking at your weekly chart. This is your weekly candle. From there to there. That is the weekly candle. That's the weekly range. So now take your fib tool, pull from, let's say that's low to that's the high. With the high, that's all the way to the low. That's your, oh, sorry. That's your weekly candle. It's a little body like that. Then all of a sudden, you got these massive wicks on your weekly candle. So let's do our TGIF Friday now. Let's see if it ends in this little zone. That would be where your TGIF would end up at 866 or 886, 886 to 814. That is the week, all in one day, all in 2 hours. That's your weekly candle. Like, look at this. This is the weekly candle. See that? That's the weekly candle right now. And there's 25 to 20 to 30% retracement back into that candle. See that? All in 2 hours. Okay, let's see if we can get above here now. So there's your retest. Go higher. Take out this one. Wait for a candle to close above here. For structure, then you're hunting internal range liquidity. Look for 62%, 50%, take profit model 1. If this is your take profit model 2, you're entering here at a box, and you're heading for box to box trade. You want to see a portion of this. So if we traded above these little equal highs here like that, you want to see a portion of this candle stay open. So your graded response would have been A plus, just leave. A, institutional order flow entry drill. B is half that consequent encroachment of this candle. So ask yourself, what kind of graded response would this be if our equilibrium was sitting right there? There's 50%. See how the bodies respect the 50% range? So that's a B level entry. C level would be 75%. So if I take this thing and divide it into quarters, there's C level entries. So you got B, C level entries. A D level entry would be left open. So you see how 75% of that thing filled? That would be your C, B, A plus. That's how I look at the graded response. And yeah, that's like perfectly off of a C grade entry. As soon as it takes those highs, you pay yourself, move yourself to break even. So if it comes back against you, you've paid yourself up here. You've got a zero stress trade on. Now you want to see that run, because this candle has to get taken now to the upside, and you don't want to act in like a bull trap. So now it's mean threshold. As soon as we get a body above that, its mean threshold becomes an important level I don't want to see broken. Or you use both of them together if you're going to use both. I like the last one, but you could use both. Does that make sense? So now if this comes back against you, you've paid yourself and you're at break even plus the cost of the trade. So you've got money in your pocket. Your trade doesn't cost you anything if it comes back against you. And if prices is moving in the direction you want it to act, you do not want to see it start to eat through this C-level trade again, or even B-level trade for that matter. You already came back and tapped that. Oh, sorry. I think B-level's down here somewhere. So it's really got to start exploding out of here. So now I take my stops, move it to here and say, that's it. I don't want to see that mean threshold now that we've traded above it, activated this candle as support. I don't want to see its mean threshold now, which is also consequent encroachment of this 3-hour candle. I want to see that hold. So now I'd be out of the trade. Now see if it comes back lower, and would have, there, your B level trade would have been C level trade plus the cost. You'd be out there as well. Consolidation, don't play in it. But see how you paid yourself at that high? Pay. Now if you're on the wrong side of it, you go, oh, look at that, right back to C level entry again. Stop loss will be sitting down here if you're entering in again at that level. Now, as soon as it comes back to here, I'd move to break even and pay myself at that little tiny sibby there. Or if it closes you in, you're on the wrong side of it. Watch, see if it gets back to 853. Before it takes that, see if it goes to 853. And that level is right there. That's D, you're done. So that would have been a buffered trade, right? So if you took a loss there, you're on the wrong side of it. Then whatever you made there, you're looking for it to go long, and you're buffering it to go long again, and it traded back through you, you're out. So your loss there would have been buffered by the win you made there. That's what I used to call buffering. So you see how that kind of gave up those levels? You say it's not providing support. It's not going in the direction you want it to go. So you got out early. And now you can see why it just kind of ate through those levels. It wasn't supposed to. So when you see it doing it, you go, give up my idea. And we never got a trade above that high. So bull trap, still trapping you in place. If you caught that, ran for there, pay yourself. Now you're waiting for the bull trap to let go. It doesn't. It snaps back, takes your fingers off, and then comes back into this range again. You're welcome, Hans. Hope everyone has a lovely weekend. He's probably gone by now. So have a great weekend, Hans, if you're still around. Derek, it is, like you said, just a chunky little fella with long legs. It also suggests much higher prices the remainder of the day to hit Michael's 20 to 30% range. Bye. Weekly candle finish, green or red. This is like an institutional order flow entry drill for your 15-minute chart. So you have no reversal on a 15. You have a small reversal on a 5-minute, and we're eating through it now. See that? So we went up to this level, hit it. Now we're back. We're eating through that level. So what I want to see is a retest, a close below here, retest this, and then go lower. If this just comes back into this candle's mean threshold, holds it, and sends it back above here, then you can get back in sync with going higher. I'm waiting for this bull trap to let go. See, now we've traded back through this level. Now you can trade back all the way up to here at 850 and see if that holds. And there's a small little SIBI overlap there. Lows taken. Watch this level and then watch that candle. So this is just a smaller version of a bigger version we're trying to see unfold to go higher. It's tongue in cheek. Yeah. I'm with you. It's now lunchtime, so I think that's going to be it for me on a Friday afternoon. Keep your eyes on the prize, and that's next Monday. Don't even mess with this now. You can kind of watch those levels and see how they, you're right into 12 o'clock now. This has to hold to come lower, and you want to see market structure shift. And watch this level here. Break free of it, come back, find support at it. This breaker's got to go. You got to get below here if you want to see this come lower. And that has to break to go higher into this range here. If that makes any sense. I'm going with red. Yeah, okay. That's going to be it for me. Thanks for tuning in, you guys. As usual, I appreciate all of you. Have an awesome weekend. As usual, much love to all of you. Make sure you guys take care of each other out there. Take care of your family. Love each other. Send the love around. If you got problems, talk them out. There's no reason to have fighting and arguing. And if you've got a valid point and you've got lots of support to support your argument, then just remain calm and talk it out, man. That's all we need. A little love in the world and not all this hate. Let's get some peace in the world. Well, there's no reason to have all this hate. Just talk it out, man. And those who are in power, appreciate the people that are less fortunate. Taking advantage of people is just not the way to go. It's not the way to go. Anyway, my love to all you guys. Have an awesome weekend. I will see you guys on Monday, and then we're out of here on Tuesday. We're out of here on Tuesday, so I will see you guys live from Toronto. Tuesday, no, it won't be Tuesday. It'll probably be Wednesday. So I'll have to be a little break in Tuesday's action. I'll be back with you guys on Wednesday from Toronto. All right. Anyway, love you guys. Take care. Much respect. And if you like it, thumbs up, like, subscribe. You know the usual. Love to you guys. Take care, man. Appreciate you all. I really do. Thanks for your time. Have an awesome weekend.